Hi, for my final presentation, I selected Mathew chapters 26 and 27, the trial and crucifixion of Jesus. My title is Jesus' Trial and Crucifixion. These chapters tell us about the last hours of Jesus before his death. We see the Last Supper, his arrest, his trial, Peter's Daniel, and finally his death on the cross. This passage is very important because it shows who Jesus is and what he was willing to do for people. The most important character is Jesus. Jesus knows that suffering and death are coming, but he does not run away. In the garden, he prays to God and accepts God's plan. During his trial, he stays calm even when people accuse him and treat him badly. Another important character is Peter. Peter tells Jesus that he will never leave him, but later Peter becomes afraid. 3 times people ask Peter if he knows Jesus, and 3 times Peter says no. After this, Peter remembers the words of Jesus and cries. We also see Judas, who betrays Jesus, and Pontius Pilate, who knows that Jesus is being accused because of leaders justly, but still allows him to be crucified. These characters show very different human reactions to Jesus: love, fear, betrayal, and rejection. There are two important theological ideas that see in this passage. The first idea is Jesus' sacrifice and salvation. Jesus knows what will happen to him. He knows that he will suffer and die, but he continues toward the cross. During the Last Supper, Jesus talks about his blood being poured out for the forgiveness of sins. This helps us understand that his death is not only a tragic event. His death has a purpose. For Christians, this cross shows God's plan for salvation. Jesus gives his life for others. He takes suffering and death upon himself so that people can receive forgiveness and have a relationship with God. The second important idea is Jesus' obedience to God. In the Garden of Gethsemane, Jesus is deeply sad and afraid of what is coming. He asks if there is another way, but he also says that he wants God's will to be done. This is important because Jesus does not choose the easy way. He chooses to obey God, even when obedience brings suffering. The passage also shows that human weakness does not stop God's plan. Judas betrays Jesus. Peter denies him. The religious leaders accuse him. Pilate gives him to the crowd. The soldiers mock him. Many people fail Jesus, but God's purpose continues. When Jesus dies, the curtain of temple is torn from top to bottom. I think this is a powerful symbol. It shows that the death of Jesus changes the relationship between God and humanity. Through Jesus, people can come closer to God. At the cross, even a Roman centurion recognizes something special about Jesus and says, "Truly this was the Son of God." So this chapter showed Jesus as the Son of God, the obedient Savior, and the one who gave his life for others. After reading Matthew 26 and 27, my question is, why Jesus chose to stay silent during many parts of his trial when he knew that the accusations against him were unfair. Jesus had the power to defend himself, but many times he did not. The question is interesting to me because it makes me think about his purpose. Maybe his silence shows that he knew what had to happen and that he willingly accepted the path to the cross. For me, Matthew 26 and 27 show that crucifixion was not only the death of Jesus, it was part of God's plan for salvation, forgiveness, and hope. Thank you.